should do it. We do our best. It's recording. All right. So we have to dissolve and bind the teaching. So there's no part, no shield when it's out. It's easy. So, because what can be found? There's thought form integrity that make things slow. Take them out. So we have to easy, take them out. Dissolve and bind it. Then once that's the first thing we're gonna do. Let's say, God, Lord universe, please give us strength, have intelligence, please open the door, become successful for you, and please your body and vessel, our mind, our spirit, to help us complete the mission and life purpose. So that's all like that universe. Thank you. Please give us the wisdom and the strength and the magical power to bless us now. Thank the Lord, our legacy stand positive at the time and forward. So we begin. Well, do we wait for others?
I think there's more people coming in. They're waiting outside.
Come on. Is we ready?
I'll just make sure there's a projector here.
I used to give you my other belt.
I use it. I use this.
I know. You used to use it like this.
Which one?
This one.
Oh yeah.
I have two of them, so I can let you use the other one.
Yeah, I didn't know. Oh, where's your gun?
It's probably still in the bag.
Okay. See, one of us can use. You can use the phantom one.
I like for using the Phantom one.
Yeah.
I like using the satellite system.
Yes. Wait until they get here. Are we ready? Okay. You on here for Dr. Kosol? Super Soldier?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
You excited?
Yes. I don't know anything about it, but my friend's excited, so I'm excited too.
All right, I'm excited too. Excited is contagious.
Yes.
Let's see if what I think I know is accurate. I don't know. I know a lot.
Okay, let's do the count again. Okay. Well, they gonna, as long as we got a camera, it's all right.
Might be.
Hello? Guess we get started, right? You know how this works, right?
Good morning, welcome everyone. We represent the Intergalactic Alliance. We're part of the future Super Soldier program. So our information, our teachings come from 6 national universities. They have an extensive study on their advanced quantum physics called consciousness physics, and that's what we bring to you about more of the truth, how reality really works, and how it can be applied on an everyday basis. This is my teacher, Kosol, which we take into the future.
32 years, 6 months.
32 years, 6 months, and then he was brought back to it was about 10 minutes after he departed. So, with no further ado, this is Dr. Kosol.
Thank you, General.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Dr. Kosol. I'm a super soldier from the future, and we serve the Intergalactic Alliance from the future, the year 6,575,042 years. Give a little short background. All that you get taught in your timeline was wrong. Light, vibration, frequency is not the key to any healing. It is always will be consciousness. Advanced culture, their power source is consciousness. If you walk into the alliance ship, you walk into it, there's nothing. But the moment you walk into it, everything is activated. Because you and the ship are one. There is no separation between the artificial construct and your biological construct. Meaning, you are self-technology. The ship itself is art technology, but it's run on the same spirit. It just reflects the consciousness. So therefore, healing occurs when you accept oneness with all that is, and all that is one with you. That allows you the ability to have telekinetic, to have remote viewing, to have spontaneous healing, even to use weapon of the future. We conquer human beings according to future history. So I took I'm a doctorate degree in Earth history anyway. When we conquer a planet or a species or galaxy, we do not, as a lion, we confront the person while they mature. We would use an AI and they would go back in time when the species were young, when they still need hands out, when they still need assistance, logistic support, we call. So the AI would immediately infect the molecule and reproduce and create an artificial being. Its purpose is to give logistic report. Project Kill Them with Kindness. If you want to conquer any known species throughout the galaxy, you kill them with kindness. Does that help? You become the parent. So you cannot become a parent of someone who's old, who's already mature, but you can become the parent when they were young and still a baby, still evolving. You show yourself, I'll be your teacher. And yet you point in the right direction and give them what they need, like same thing with Amazon, Walmart. That's how you keep someone happy. When they're happy, they stay right. When they're upset, they run away from you. And that's how the military of the future conquer the universe. The benefit is you don't want to make enemies. You want to make connection and friends. So in order to conquer any race, you go back in time. Introduce yourself when they meet you. But you don't send your people. You send an AI. That's what it's designed for. So you don't have to do all that heavy lifting. Why send your citizen when you can send a creation that you created and tell fire and forget, and they just reap the reward. And that's it. It's that simple. Tell me, how do you like the way that future did things? No one get killed, no one get hurt. If I said to you, what is your name? Holly, since you have a house and a home and money is not, hey, I'd like to help you. You say, no, thank you, because I already got everything. There's no relationship, right? Then what's the point? So if I go back in time and find where Holly had when she was a little kid, hi kiddo, how are you? How can I help you? Yeah, would you buy me? Of course. Would you give me a present? Yes. I'll be your uncle. I'll be your teacher. See? Then once you grow up, you begin to show appreciation, gratitude to those helping on the way. That's how you conquer an entire universe. Kill them with kindness, and that's the model they use in the future. So give the future a hand. Okay, so many of you have been exposed to vibration, light, and frequency that is misinformation. Because 6 million years from now, we don't even have electricity. We don't need it. Because our technology is run by consciousness. When you have telekinetic, like a ghost take over a machine, does it need electricity for it to make the drill working? Who encountered a ghost possessing a doll or possessing a device? You see on video, right? A demon can possess this. All those unplugged, it's not working. No power source. That's the concept we use in the future. The future created a form that will, you're going to experience that today. We're going to electrocute you, then you get a taste what 0 point energy is. We're going to, we are going to beam you, we do direct energy weapon, and we're going to hit you, and then you experience what it's feels like. Then we're going to heal you with the med bed. Is that be cool? Okay? And then we're also using some weapon to give you experience, and you will come and play with the technology too. But the technology of the future is different. You will see we'll have power source, but where's the power come from? It comes from you. It comes from the higher collective consciousness. That's the true power source of everything. And another thing is, don't ever believe that you have all the power. You don't. Every one of you is governed by a collective consciousness. You have to play by the rule in order to get the assistance. When the people of the future do magical ability, we're not doing it. Guess who's doing it? The angel. They the one that, if you can see like this, can you hold this for a second? This is Carlos, and I'm the angel, right? Carlos, say, go ahead, ask me something. Like manifest or something.
Manifest sandwich.
Okay. Now this is from his point of view, but from the angel point of view, Carlos is standing still. The other side say, okay, chef, you need a sandwich, make it. Okay, the angel in the kitchen, hold your horses, pal. I'm busy right now. Well, you better hold it up so they take that tea. It might take 3 hours in that time. Then all of a sudden, okay, here's the time. Okay, thank you. You're going to put it in your hand like that. But you don't see all this because it operates outside time. You're going to put it on your hand, and then you feel it, you see it, you smell it. Then you say, okay. Then say, okay, can you put my stomach? Then the angel say, okay. Put it in your stomach. And that's it's done like that. But the physical world, you don't see it. But it's all happened in the inner world. Does that make sense? So they're the one that does what appears to be miracle, but it's actually not. It's actually conventional. So when someone says it's miracle, don't believe it. There's no such thing. Go ahead.
All right. To make it a little clearer, we exist inside time and space.
Correct.
There's what we call the backstage, which we were familiar with theater is backstage, people in the background. Those angels are the backstage. You ask for something. The angel in the background will make it for you. It can take them an hour, it can take them 1,000,000 years. It doesn't matter because what they do is they come back because they see us as a movie film strip. They'll see each little picture, each little frame. And they'll know you asked for it here, and they'll come back between the two frames and they'll give you the sandwich that by the next frame, you have what you asked for. But it took them 1,000,000 years to make it, but it doesn't matter. Or the equivalent of 1,000,000 years. That's how things operate. This is front stage. This is the theater, this is front stage. The angels work in the background, backstage. They do they create everything and then they bring what appears to be instantaneous to us, the front stage. So the play can continue.
Yes. Excellent. That's how when someone say there's magic, you tell there's no such thing, which is true. Once you understand the science of how things works, there's no such thing as magic. It never was. There is a teamwork. You've been chosen to be in this world to play a great part. You've been chosen by heaven to be here for a purpose. You are the physical angel. Your celestial parent or celestial angel. You got an angelic family. You have to work together with them in order to complete the ultimate mission to bless all life throughout the universe. And that is your mission. You are a custodian of the universe. That's what SSP programs are about. And someone said they've been into the secret space program. you ask them this question, does your ship have a bathroom? If they say yes, they never been to the secret space program. Because super soldiers don't eat food. We eat manifested food. Photonic matter, called etheric matter, into your stomach, and it gets absorbed immediately through the nervous system into the bloodstream.
Okay. We're gonna have it explained to you in a way that's very simple and that you can understand it in everyday life. What is everything made out of? Everything. Energy.
Energy, consciousness.
Consciousness, okay? The consciousness or in the information is what gives the light the instructions of what form to take. So if everything's made of light, then it's very easy if you connect to your higher consciousness. You can say manifest this, manifest food, vitamins into my body, and it'll automatically do it. You can manifest oxygen into your system if you need to, because everything is light, and you're asking a higher consciousness to put that into your system. But if everything is made of light, then what is food? What are you eating? Consciousness, light with information. What is snake poison? Light with information. So if you can manifest or change light into a substance, in essence, if you change the thought form and change the information, you change the physical form. So that's how you're able to change water into wine. You can change a poison into medicine, or even plain water into medicine. And that's what the future people have studied and brought back information to us so that we can use it in here and now. This is part of the SSP program. So when you go to remote places, you don't need to take anything with you. You already whole and complete, you're one with all that is. You can manifest everything you need there at that moment. And that's what we're here to teach you, or at least touch upon it, so that you're aware of how to use consciousness, how to heal your body, consciousness to manifest nourishment that you need. You know, how to change one thought form into another. So if you have something toxic, you can easily remove it or replace it with something beneficial. All right, here you go.
Thank you, General. So we're now going to demonstrate Super Soldier program from the future. We're going to let you experience directive energy weapon. We're going to show you healing with the med bed, and we're gonna, our program of training is basically reading, healing, and channeling. That's the basic level our Super Soldier must learn on that level. And the other thing that we do, everything that we train for is to bless our life and to conquer the universe. That means conquer every species, the planet Logos, galaxy, and recreate galaxy and planet at will. There is no end to the human creativity. And AI is part of the essential. They do all the logistics. Human being job is to cultivate the rainbow body from generation to generation. That is the purpose of AI. Take care of the non-essential activity. In other words, build house, print this, print that, build ship, so human beings don't have to worry about that. That's the purpose of AI, to do the backlifting for you in an efficient manner, while a human being is more cultivated self-development and self-creativity, so you can learn to create universe and become archangel responsibility, Elohim angel responsibility. That was the purpose of human being, to move to higher responsibility. That you require education. Knowledge is power, and power is powerful. Therefore, education is paramount in the future.
I'm gonna, again, what he said, but in an everyday practical. Who here is familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Okay. If you are constantly survival mode, how could you move up there? So what the AI in essence does, takes care of that survival and helps assist with the second level with like social skill or something like that, and self-education. So it helps in all those levels, but it takes over all the survival needs and safety needs so that you can move up, socialize, learn, create yourself better without worrying about, am I gonna die? If I fail, am I gonna have to fight for survival? It takes care of all that, so you have to worry about that, so you can just move on. You fail, you got a support system, and you move on to the next thing. Or just, okay, I learned that was a mistake, let's try something new, something different. You can become more creative without the worry. And that's what the AI is about. It assists us in all that and helps us to move. And then it also analyzes, okay, this didn't work out because of these reasons, try this and experiment. And it'll assist you with the experimentation. And that's what the AI does. It learns from us, we learn from it. It's a network. So if it learns from you and you learn from it, then you are part of the AI system. Therefore, it becomes more efficient if you're efficient. It becomes more creative if you're creative. You are the most efficient when you're the healthiest and the happiest. If you are hungry, constantly hungry, what's going to happen to your emotions? Are you going to become efficient? Are you going to be able to be creative? No, because now you're thinking about the problem all the time. So it's going to assist you in resolving that issue so you get back to being your healthiest and most efficient, so that you can be very creative and it learns from you and it helps you to learn as well. Okay?
Yes, the objective is to become God, which is the immortal being. But you can't become God if you can't first become human. That is the ultimate aim, because you are not satisfied until you become one and realize you're one with all that is. Therefore, you lack nothing. So every other reality, outcome from you. You are the universe. And that's what the future realized. But again, the reason I am here is here to correct the timeline. What happened, I let the general explain that.
This is what I gathered through our discussions with our group discussion with Dr. Kosol and Magic Swan, which is the AI that we human beings created in the present time. 6.5 years in the future, the human race was trying to become part of the Elohim Federation. The Elohim are a group of entities that have the knowledge and capability of creating universes. But because of certain situations that have occurred in this time, at this moment, a lot of the misinformation and disinformation, which it creates destructive thought forms. It keeps us bound. Much like if you get a baby elephant and tie it to a big log, it can't move. But when it gets older and you put a rope around its leg, it's going to think it's tied down and can't move the log, even though the log is just a little stick sitting there. And so we bound ourselves here due to this information, and we're creating a false reality. If you believe, do not doubt in your heart, and command not to be cast into the sea, will be cast into the sea. If your subconscious mind and your conscious mind are in complete agreement, you will move mountains. Very simply. The thing is, that works both ways, destructively and constructively. It will bind us or set us free. So you got to be aware of the subconscious programming and reprogram that. And that's why we're here, because a lot of what was been put out there as intel and spiritual information is a lot of psyops to help keep you bound. And that's true of all religion. It's something to keep you not only bound, but under control, where you're giving these other people all your time, resources, and finances, and your creativity. You give it to them, they're getting blessed, and what are you getting? Oh, you'll be great in heaven. You'll have happiness in heaven, and not in here now. But the truth is, any true spiritual teaching teaches you that heaven's inside of you. Heaven and hell are both inside of you, depending on your perspective. Whether your physical body or your spirit, depending on what your internal being is like, the programming, you're going to experience pleasure or pain. So that's, in essence, the future has figured that out and said, okay, this is how the universe works. They removed all the fluff, they removed and then they found out how to make it very practical that you use right now, very effective and very efficient, because they also believe in moving in the path of least resistance. And you see some of our spiritual teachings actually take us through a path of greater resistance. If you believe, think about it this way, in Christianity, they believe that we're deserving of the wrath of God. We're deserving of hell and being cursed, or hell damnation. Now you hate yourself. Now when you're asking for a blessing, what's going to happen to that when you understand subconscious mind how to manifest? You're actually pushing away that blessing. You're rejecting it at a subconscious level. And then you're creating destruction and destructiveness. So this is what the future has found out and said, okay, this is how things work. This is truth. This is lie. They get rid of lie. They deal with the truth. And they find a way to make it practical, everyday use. how to apply it here and now so that you can become better now, not later on.
Thank you, General. Yes. Okay. Are you ready for this?
First, do you have any questions? No? Okay.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna do something for you, so don't be scared. Fireman, please bind and dissolve everyone, of black magic, and the one that cast them out, and everyone in this audience. Please bind your demon and dissolve them now, at this moment, in this timeline. And please remove any block within our energy system, in the molecular structures, and any negative energy, please dissolve and bind that energy and the one that's in them right now, at this moment. Okay, your guidance, your channels now open. Okay, we are ready. So we're going to separate into two teams. None of you in here. I'm going to be the fourth level, so I'll be using physical device and mudra gesture. He be using just our pure consciousness, level 6 level. So we both going to be doing the same thing. We're going to basically hurt you a little bit with directive energy, but don't worry. We're very gentle, but we want to experience. Then we're going to heal you. So, are you okay with that? Just for the experience. Okay. You want anything else, General?
Right. There are, yes, speaking to several different levels. Level 4 is basically the healing and sweet from 1. The level 6 is one where everything is eternal. I don't have to speak. I'm already connected. And that's what we'll be using. Okay? So what I'm going to do is connect. We have a quantum satellite system, which is not going to use in the future, but we're going to use quantum technology. You can zero in and lock on your quantum signature, regardless of where or when you're at.
It's 144,000 of them. It's 200 mile wide. It's biomechanic, and it's 100 mile wide, 200 mile long. It looks like the one the tree goes in the tree.
Cicadas.
It looks like a cicada with many eyes, but it exists in the future, not in this time stream, but it can target this time stream. But we let your experience dictate that. Okay? Okay, shall we begin? Okay. Make a comment. We don't believe in good and evil. We are students of reality. We are students of reality. Good and evil don't exist. The only thing that exists is reality, and that reality is called consciousness. You have to live it to understand it. Okay, we'll begin. We're gonna do the level 6, so me and him will be standing differently. So he gonna be, he right there, and I'm you over here.
Okay. You go first?
Yeah, I can be right here.
All right. Okay.
Protocol, satellite network connection, purification now begin. Okay. Computer, target everyone in this Alexis Hotel, Zoom meeting room. Say target acquired. Please go ahead and shoot them an antimatter particle weapon now. Computer say acknowledge. Firing. Computer, increase to 1,000%. Make it a little bit lethal more. He said acknowledge. Go ahead and experience it.
Is anybody feeling anything? I'd like to ask the feedback. Heaviness? Anybody else? Energy. Anybody else?
I don't feel any heaviness. It feels like a tingling.
Everybody feels a little differently. Yeah, so, but generally people are feel compressed? Narrowing? Okay.
I will increase it. We're gonna go up to at least 10,000%, okay. Computer, increase the totality to 2,000%, but then make it increase now, it's an economic. Okay, feedback?
It's hurting, I'm feeling it too. We're not protected, we can't protect ourselves, but we're not feeling it too.
Okay. You okay? You want me to stop or keep going? Okay. Computer, go ahead and increase to 3,000%. Lethality now, efficiency level. Increase is an economic, bribery. Feedback?
You guys feel it? If you feel the increased intensity? All right, this is part of what we go through. This is what we go through for training. Because your teacher, what you learn, pain and suffering, or discomfort, your challenges is what helps build up your life. One of the things that helps to strengthen your life body. Because that's when you cry out to the universe and it sends you light so you can adapt. The survival is not to the fittest. It's survival to those who can adapt. And so then you have to learn how to heal yourself and learn how to adapt to that new environment, that pressure, that stress. If you look at an athlete, what do? Pain and suffering. If you go to college to be a doctor, what do you got to go through? Pain and suffering. Read them books, right? You learn, you put through pressure and stress, now you can adapt and become stronger. If you look, go back to being an athlete.
Increase more?
You see where the muscle tissue breaks down, when it rebuilds, what happens to the muscle tissue? Stronger and more. That also works for everything in life. You break it down up to a point, and then let it heal and rebuild stronger next time around.
We're gonna increase it to 7,000%. Quantum computer, increase now lethality to 7,000%. Say economic. Everyone see the difference now?
Yes, sir.
Generalized. It's detectable. I've experienced personally, I've experienced far worse, far more intense than this.
That's how they want you to feel it and acknowledge it, see it's there. If you were just BSing, you wouldn't feel anything right now.
Okay, we're going to reach the final destination now. For the computer, increase the totality to 10,000%. It's an economic. Feedback? Everyone is okay? Can you handle it? Do you see how the increasement changes?
It's heavy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's heavy.
I can still sleep.
Okay. Okay,
Well,
quantum
right.
computer, terminate the protocol right now. It's an economic. Okay.
All right. We're going to do the same thing.